Hi guys, my name's Debbie. Welcome to our channel, or welcome back. So today's video is going to be a first impressions of this palette. So the Ace Beauté Flair palette. I was super excited to get this. If you've seen my monthly haul, you'll know that I picked this up at Beauty Bay, and Beauty Bay had got all of the other palettes from Ace Beauté but hadn't got the Flair. And for about 10 minutes they had the Flair and it sold out again. But I'm sure it'll come back, and I thought might be interesting to any of you guys that are not US based, that are looking to Beauty Bay to buy it. Perhaps you've just bought it recently and you want to see some looks with it or how it performs. I know the Oceanic palette has just come out and I'm super excited for that, and I probably will end up getting it, although I do have the Jeffree Star Blue Bloods and I've got Menagerie Cosmetics Whale Song palette on its way as well. But in the meantime, I wanted to try out the brand, and the reason why is this beautiful colour story. So there are the colours in the palette. It's absolutely stunning. So today I thought what I would do is dip into the more orangey shades in the palette, so the middle row there and perhaps that red that's at the top, and create a look kind of inspired by my top I'm wearing, because I do tend to do that quite a bit, take inspiration from various things. So although it's quite an autumnal colour scheme, or fall colour scheme if you're in the US, I thought it would still be a fun one to do. And I wear colours, whatever colours, any time of the year anyway. So without further ado, I'm going to get into an eye look using this, and then I'll catch up with you at the end and give you my first impressions of how the shadows perform. Okay, so I've primed my eyes as usual with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm going to start the look with the shade Saffron, so that shade there, beautiful red shade. Just on first impressions, just dipping that into the pan. I've got a lot of pigment on that brush, so let's see how this goes. I'm a little bit scared of how much pigment there is actually. Oh wow. I think I'm going to wing that out just slightly, and then bring it onto my outer V as well. That is such a beautiful colour. As you guys know, I love red shadows in particular. Just going to do the one eye on camera, so just going to continue packing that colour into my crease. I'm not going to blend too much just yet because I want to use another shade to blend that out. Now, to blend that out, I thought I'd go in with the shade Cider. I've heard people say about these shadows that they're difficult to lay on top of one another or difficult to blend, but I'm not experiencing any trouble at all. I don't know if that was about the more earlier palettes, because I think this one did get a really good reception from most people. I think it might have been like their really early palettes, but what I'm going to do is try and really blow this out here. I'm dipping into the first shade again, that Saffron shade, just to give us a bit more pigment to do that. And then back into the Cider shade. That's kind of what I wanted, like a really soft wash of colour on the outer corner here. And then for my lid shade, I'm going to go in with Firefly, so this gorgeous orange there. I'm going to see how it performs without spraying it or anything. That is really pretty. It's pretty full pigment, but I'm going to see if spraying the brush makes any difference. And it definitely makes it more opaque. I'm going to take that over the whole of my lid space, but just leave this centre kind of part of my, well not centre, inner part of my lid empty because I want to use a lighter shade there. And then for that tiny little area I've left on the inner corner of my lid there, I'm going to go in with that shade, which is Biscotti. Just for a tiny little bit of highlight there. And then for my lower lash line, I thought I might make that a green lower lash. So I'm going to go in with the shade Moss first of all on a short shader kind of smudge brush. And then I'm going to blend that out with that shade Sherbet, the lime green in the palette. I'm taking that on a very small fluffy pencil brush. Okay, so that's how it's looking right now. I'm going to hop off camera and put a pencil in my waterline. It's going to be the Calm Mood pencil from Linda Hallberg. I'll finish the other eye, some mascara and lips, and I'll be back with you with my thoughts on the shadows so far. Okay guys, so here's the finished look. What do you think? I really love the tones of it, and I expect it to be really autumnal in theme, because when you first look at the shades in the palette, I think that's what you think. And then when I started to play with them, that saffron shade, so that gorgeous, gorgeous red orange there, is like nothing else. It's like a pinky red shade. It's really, really vivid and vibrant on the eyes. And I think this look turned out almost like a sunset kind of vibe rather than being an autumnal kind of vibe. So I think, although this is probably more of an autumn palette for a lot of people, I think it is really versatile, and I think you can make some really vivid and bright looks out of it as well. I'll be really interested to pair some of these, like so the lighter blue shimmer with maybe that green, even the pink, and see what kind of look that would make. I'm so inspired by it, and I think for the price of it, the quality is phenomenal. So the price on Beauty Bay was £30 and delivery is free with Beauty Bay over £15. So it was just £30 to get it to me. It's got a really nice big mirror in the palette. It's got sleek packaging, which I always prefer because I've got a big collection now, and trying to store everything is a daily struggle, trying to get everything to fit into my drawers now. So I love the outside of it, all of this like gold on it, just everything about it just speaks to me. And I know the Oceanic is the same size, the same pan size, layout and everything else, so I kind of want that even more than I did before I started this video. Now I've used them. They're ultra pigmented, probably not the most easy for total beginners to use, because you do have to, with an ultra pigmented shadow like this, pack it on first and then blend the edges, rather than sort of going in, you know, really hard into the pan and swirling and blending and whatever on your eyes. I think you'll soon run into trouble doing that because they are ultra pigmented, as I say. So I went in just literally tap the lightest touch when I started that look, and the pigment surprised me as to how vivid it is. So a little's going to go a really long way with this palette as well, so that makes it even better value. So my first impressions, obviously you can tell, I'm really impressed so far. I've not used half of the shades even, so what have I used? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've used 5 of the shades, and there's 15 shades in the palette, so I'm eager to play with it some more. If you guys would like to see me do that, then please comment down below. If you'd like a palette bingo with it, or a 3 looks one palette, whatever you prefer, let me know. Also let me know if you've got this palette, are you planning to pick it up? I'd love to know. You guys know I love to chat makeup with you in the comments. And if you're new here, I'd love it if you would consider subscribing before you go and becoming part of my little online family here. We're growing and it's so exciting. But other than that, I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye.